The bad C2 is finally here. That perfectly designed crime. The dog Loli who killed her father returns. Emma grew up boarding at her aunt's house, loved by aunt and uncle. But she sees unattended babies. Her evil thoughts comes again, watching her cousin who is crawling towards the pool. She gave a wicked smile. Fortunately, her aunt found out in time, prevented a tragedy. The aunt angrily accuses her husband, not taking good care of children. The uncle said he closed the door. He didn't expect the child to be able to climb out on his own. And Emma is listening to music at a leisurely pace. But the uncle is by the pool. Found an uneaten baby cookie. Check that the door lock is not damaged. Emma still maintains her childhood habits. Practice her disguise in front of the mirror every day. She is also the perfect student in school. Well received by teachers and students. And the boy Nathan who has a crush on her. But today she met her worst enemy. Transferring curly-haired girl Kat knows a lot about her past. Seems to know her true heart. When the uncle at home gave her clothes, found his lost outdoor knife in a drawer. And Emma lied that she hadn't seen it. The uncle who noticed the abnormality wanted to send her to boarding school. She said she was happy. Involuntarily, she squeezed the orange in her hand. This means the beginning of her uncle's nightmare. In the end, the uncle reminded her to find his own knife. Looking at the drawn drawer, she can't stand her disguise being uncovered. She holds a pillow to vent her anger, to celebrate her transfer to a new school. Aunt prepared a sumptuous dinner for her. The baby's cry came from upstairs. Aunt lets her husband look at stove, but the aunt just left. Emma reminded her uncle that the phone was ringing. While they left, she poured a lot of cooking oil into the pot, then turned the fire to maximum. The alarm rings soon. There's a raging fire in the pot. Emma showed up just in time to put out the fire. Aunt accused her husband of not watching the fire. Uncle said he gave it to Emma, but she stressed that she just went to the toilet. It's not her fault. Uncle understands that this is her revenge, but what she's best at is manipulating people's hearts. She started in front of the mirror, practiced how to apologize to the uncle. Then she found her uncle, said the knife was picked up by her, but forgot to return it. Then she brought up her father's death to win the uncle's sympathy. She also said she would love to go to a new school. Easy to get the uncle's forgiveness. But at night when the uncle was repairing the car, garage lights suddenly turned off. Uncle stuck his head out to check, but was directly crushed under the car. With a cheerful whistle, he saw only one figure walking by. Then Emma went to her friend's pajama party. However, Kat also came. Girls think they are friends, so they also invited Kat. Soon Kat attacked Emma. Tell the story about Emma tripping her and stealing her watch when they were young, while they play truth or dare. Also alluding to Emma's murder, but they were all resolved by Emma. Aunt can't wait for her husband at night, only to find out that he was pinned under the car. But when she got to the hospital, Uncle survived and didn't die. She came home and stole her uncle's knife. After regaining consciousness, the uncle wrote her name immediately, but the aunt thought he was worried about Emma. She wants to be the dance captain at school, but was stole the limelight by a friend. She was left alone to practice hard. But after school, she was eyeing her friend's closest pet dog. The puppy was taken into the forest by her. She came to school the next day. The classmates told her, friend's dog stolen from backyard. When they found it, it was already cut to pieces. The friend also didn't come to school because of too much sadness. The teacher asked whether to change the captain, but other students still support that friend. This time her plan didn't work. When she got home, she couldn't accept that others were better than herself. Start preparing for a new plan. The next day she sent a message to the friend. After the friend opens it is a flash video. Caused friend to have epilepsy. She took her friend's phone in the chaos, but Kat sees through her tricks and clearly say the 6 people she has killed. Kat threatens to reveal the truth. She laughed at Kat who would only choose suicide to hurt herself. As a result, Emma was slapped hard. This happened to be caught by Nathan who had a crush on Emma. She immediately put on a weak and bullied face. Kat suspended for a week. Soon after the teacher told the aunt. She was named dance captain. However, the uncle who was discharged from the hospital and went home to recuperate. He overheard her whistle. In an instant, he understood that it was Emma who killed him that day. But the uncle didn't want to hurt his wife, who loved Emma, and chose to hide it from her. The condition is that she goes to boarding school, or she will lose everything. The aunt also recognized the sweater on Emma's body through the video of the puppy being stolen. reminds her of what her brother said before his death. Also noticed her abnormality. An investigation into the cause of his brother's death began. She found her brother's old neighbor. Just found out the truth. However, the uncle's cell phone was taken away by Emma. The aunt tried to warn her husband, but couldn't get in touch. Emma calls Kat. Tricked Kat to come to her aunt's house with the bait of confessing all the truth. She also specifically told Nathan the thing about inviting Kat to the house. Said that Kat will leave in an hour, and asked him to come over and talk later. Kat just came in. She kindly offered hot cocoa. Then she told the truth about framing her brother and hurting her uncle, as well as everyone she planned to kill before. Kat, who can hear the truth, but found herself unable to get up. It turns out that the hot cocoa has long been mixed with a lot of sleeping pills by Emma. Then she called the police, said Kat set fire and was attacking her. And this is the evidence of her exoneration. She went downstairs and turned on all the gas stoves, filling the living room with gasoline, then put the oil can in Kat's hands. She just ran out of the house. She happened to meet her aunt, who came over. Aunt says she's a monster. Ask her what she did to her husband. She didn't want to hurt her aunt, but her aunt kept persuading and rushed into the house. But the aunt just found her husband. The two were suffocated by smoke. They fell into the fire. She found her cousin in the car. When the police car arrived, she immediately shouted for help. At this time, Nathan just arrived and became her witness. Looking at the sea of fire, she gave that wicked smile again. In the end, she became the sole guardian of her brother. The future of the little boy is doomed to be rough.